For nearly 20 years, the Tamarack Foundation for the Arts has helped grow West Virginia's creative economy. We believe creativity pays, and when our creative entrepreneurs have the skills they need to succeed, everyone benefits.
Well, as we move forward in West Virginia and consider different ways of diversifying our economy, we're seeing that the cultural assets that are here are something that we haven't been tapping into as vigorously as we might have. But as we move forward in the creative economy, it is moving us away from the idea that the only way to make a living in West Virginia is to work for a large business.
One of the most important keys to strengthening the development of our creative economy is to encourage those just starting their careers.
We see an emerging artist as someone who has skills but maybe hasn't had that opportunity to go out into the world to find a gallery or to really understand how to hone their business practice to capitalize on their talent.
To accomplish this, Tamarack Foundation in 2016 launched the Emerging Artist Fellowship, an ambitious program to empower young artists.
In the pilot year of this project, we reached out to professors at colleges who in the art department and asked them to identify their top artists and students. And so through that, we were able to sift through 17 applications in that first year and bring together a variety of folks from different fields of expertise to really help us delve into the applications and make good decisions about who was ready to utilize this sort of support.
The pilot year's Emerging Artist Fellows were Fairmont native Hannah Lenhart, a ceramicist, and graphic designer and illustrator Rosalie Hazlett, a Bethany native.
When I first found out about the foundation in general, it was a big surprise because I didn't find out until I got nominated for the fellowship. And it was definitely a huge honor knowing that my professors put me up for the nomination, and it was just like a really great feeling.
So when I first found out that I got the fellowship, I was extremely surprised because the list of the other nominees was so impressive, and I had spent a lot of time looking through all of their portfolios and was just like, wow, this is a really great lineup. So I was really humbled to be selected.
When fellows Hannah and Rosalie first met, they realized that one of their shared goals was to meet and learn from more established artists. This sparked an idea for a collaborative project they called Teapots and Time Capsules. The Tamarack Foundation turned their idea into reality. Over the course of the fellowship, the duo visited 5 communities to meet local artists, create artwork based upon their experiences, and gain inspiration from every region of the state.
I would say the adventure ended up being like a huge evolution from start to finish. I don't think we expected it to be so successful and so much fun. Whenever Rosalie and I first started, we were strangers. Our trip to Wheeling together was actually our second time meeting. So I had no idea that I'd be gaining a friend and be gaining all these different connections and learning about all these different lives. I don't know if saying it was life-changing was like a over-exaggeration, but it kind of was. It really got me out of my comfort zone of just Fairmont. I learned that there are people working and living in West Virginia, and all around it was just a really great experience.
Our adventure was wonderful, and it was spread out over the course of a year, so we really had time to see each of the 5 communities and then go home and think about it, look over our journal entries that we had kept during our each stay, and talk to each other about it, and then create artwork based on each experience. And it was really nice because we were able to digest all of the experiences and conversations with artists and locals that we had.
The first fellowship was just full of successes. Part of it, I loved that when we sent our emerging artists out into the community, we were able to find a host to direct them in their activity, and those hosts made sure that the emerging artist fellows met with as many of the artists as possible in the area.
I would really say the fellowship was definitely a stepping stone in my career so far. It definitely opened up some doors that helped me move on to the pyramid. The biggest thing is that the fellowship gave me confidence, that I had these group of people rooting me on, and they believed in me, and it helped me to believe in myself that this was possible. So I would say the foundation and the fellowship really pushed me to the next level. It's all been a giant pile of opportunities, and it's been like a really great journey so far.
So since I was really young, I always knew that I wanted to be an artist, but there was something always in the back of my head that was like, yeah, but I never really made the connection that I was actually going to be a working artist. It was always like, I want to do it, but I don't know if I can. And I think that this fellowship was sort of like making the leap from I want to be an artist to I am an artist, and just owning that identity changed everything for me.
Tamarack's fellows represent the potential for outcomes beyond the scope of their individual bodies of work, as valuable contributors to growing local economies, and as creators of businesses that make communities more desirable places to live for everyone.
Through this fellowship, it is our goal to empower young West Virginia artists to realize that staying here in the state and creating a life based around their creativity is a possibility.